Hey guys, it's me Varun Inamdar and here is a very special video exclusively for you. Well, the question to me is, what is in Varun Inamdar's pantry? Well, the answer to this is extremely simple. Well, I am a meat eater, so my freezer is literally stocked with some meat and some seafood. Well, as basic as it can get in the vegetable store, we have onions, we have potatoes, we have ginger, garlic, chilies. Coriander leaves are something that we've actually frozen and kept. It's extremely simple. You take fresh coriander from the market, you wash it nicely, you kind of just keep it so that it just kind of semi-dries. You chop it up as fine as you can, and then you take a bag or you take an ice cream box and you freeze it up. Whenever you need fresh coriander, you just dig out a little and that's fresh coriander for you. Well, we have rice, we have lentils. I come from a Maharashtrian home, so our house is literally stocked with pulses. We have a lot of moong, lot of matki, lot of rajma, lot of choli, lot of masoor, lot of these little beans that are always there in a house, where we take a little, we wash them nicely, we soak them, we kind of sprout them overnight. It sometimes also takes 2 to 3 days, especially in cases like moong and matki, and that's what is in Varun Inamdar's house. Well, in my fridge, I have some juices. Yes, I wouldn't lie, I have some juices with me, and I have some bread. Sliced bread, pav, pizza bread, burger buns. These are the little things that are there in my fridge and they stay extremely well. A 15, 20 day, 30 day is an easy time bracket that you can keep it housed in your refrigerator. So do that if you can. A funny incident that I would like to share with you, well, there are many, because the ones who know me, I'm an extremely funny person. Well, one observation that I had in the kitchen in my growing up years when I used to work with a hotel chain, my boss was terribly strict, and of course a lot of people were scared and a lot of executives were also scared, including the staff. And there was this one executive who was in charge of a kitchen, and he used to do a lot of time pass, and he used to just kind of figure out ways in keeping him busy or trying to show the world that he was busy. There was this one day in when his kitchen was actually shut for fumigation, and my boss was in a terrible mood. He walked out of his kitchen and he turned and he spotted this guy who was literally doing nothing, and this guy hadn't spotted my boss yet. When this guy actually spotted my boss, he took an empty deep fryer and he started shaking it as if there were some fries that are getting fried. My boss, of course, he was a very smart aleck. He saw this, he looked at him, he did this, and he walked out. And we were all noticing this and observing this from a distance from another kitchen, and we burst laughing. I had a very dear friend, his name was Ameya Thakur. He is now in Australia, and we had a ball. We were laughing, we were rolling, and finally we went to that man, we went to that executive, and we just said, "Haan, to chef, time pass na?" So that, I think, was a very funny incident, and he was extremely embarrassed because he thought that no one had seen it and no one would know what happened, but we just knew what happened and we were laughing. And sometimes when I speak with Ameya over the phone, and we just keep rolling while we even talk about this. So I think that's a funny incident that I thought I should share. A recipe that I have picked up from my grandmother and would like to tweak. Well, I wouldn't dare to tweak any of the recipes handed over to me by my grandmother. For sure, she had this book that she used to write in Gujarati. The pages over the years have actually turned a shade yellow and soon turning various shades of brown. But it's in a broken state. It cannot, in fact, even be bound together. So I have saved the pages till as much as I can. I can, of course, take photographs and I can keep. But yeah, the essence and the power just kind of dilutes. But having said all of that, it's a wonderful recipe of a malpua. It's a whole wheat malpua or an atte ka malpua. Very simple, equal quantities of wheat flour, jaggery and water. What you need to do is take the jaggery and the water and dilute the jaggery. It could be done on a gas, or it could be just kept soaking. If you're keeping it soaking, then it's absolutely fine. But if you're using the gas in something like this, what is important is that the syrup needs to come down to room temperature. Once it comes down to room temperature, then you mix in jaggery. You add in cracked peppercorns. Yes, you add in cracked peppercorns because the bite is just fantastic. You add in just a pinch of cardamom. You can also add in a pinch of nutmeg, but I think cardamom and black pepper just works fantastic. You mix it together till it becomes a thick pancake batter, and you fry them. You pan fry them in ghee, and trust me, that's the most amazing quick pancake, or a desi pancake, or a traditional malpua as you call it. Well, various versions to this. You can also grate in some khoya or some mawa, but trust me, nothing as a basic traditional grandmother's recipe. So try that and do let me know. Bye for now.